obviously very different energy out there maybe than the last few games. What was it like to be on the sideline for the kind of the waiting for it, then to see him get out there and then see him do some things that we've seen Steph do?
You can just feel it. We're back in the mix, We're back in the fight with Steph, and that's a hell of a team. They've been really hot lately and fully healthy, and we took them down to the last shot, obviously. So felt good about the effort. The process, 10 turnovers, 34 assists. We played really well offensively. Just couldn't get that stop there at the end, but the guys were fantastic.
He had 20 shots, I think, in 26 minutes.
I'm sorry?
Steph had 20 shots in 26 minutes. You like it? It seems he's really trying to get back in rhythm.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a tougher defender in the league for him to have his first game against than Ahmed Thompson. So that's quite a test. Steph looked amazing. He's worked really hard for this. You can see, it doesn't take much for him to find his rhythm, and his rhythm is also our rhythm. All the off-ball stuff that we get as a result of his movement. We got a lot of easy layups. Gary got layups, a big one near the end, based on the attention to Steph. So he changes everything.
Was it a tough decision to bring him off the bench? I know it was probably about managing minutes, but.
Well, he and Rick talked about it, and the minutes. It was going to be 24. We went over a couple minutes. Obviously, but he just decided he didn't want to start and then sit for a long period of time. So he just said, let's play the last 6 minutes of each quarter. He and Rick made that decision, brought it to me, and fine with me. What we did was we moved our other rotations around a little bit. We wanted to get Draymond and Steph together for obvious reasons, so we changed some of the other rotations to fit Steph, but obviously this won't last for long. He'll be in the starting lineup soon, but I'm not sure when, just based on minutes.
Steve, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but the spacing with Steph back, just how does that change, I guess, not just for him, but just for the entire team in terms of...
Yeah, it changes dramatically. You pull a defender out, near half court on pick and rolls with Steph, and just opens up the middle of the floor. You saw Gary get so many lay-ins tonight. A lot of that was just him diving off pick and roll, Draymond finding him, Steph finding him. So he makes the game easier for everybody, for sure.
What did you want to see? What kind of action did you want to see executed on that final possession?
Well, we didn't want to take the timeout because we wanted to keep their defensive guys on the floor. That lineup on the floor. You take the timeout, they just put all their Dobermans in and switch everything, and it's really, really hard to get a good look. So I haven't seen a replay yet. My gut is our spacing wasn't great. I think I saw three guys on one side. We wanted to give Steph a high screen, pulling their weaker defenders in. And he got a decent look, but it's probably a good clip for us to have for, these last games and the play-in, just to go over that again. I never really like to take timeouts in that situation if there's time. I'd rather have the chaos that ensues and the matchups that you want. The process was what we wanted. I'm not sure we got spaced very well. I'll have to look at it.
And then they didn't get to share the court too much tonight, but how important is it for you guys, for Steph and Kristoffs, to develop chemistry?
Yeah, the good thing with Kristoffs is that he's a really easy guy to play with for anybody. He fit in immediately with our team as soon as he got here. I don't think it's going to take a long time for those guys to feel comfortable. It's both guys space the floor. Both guys are really smart. They'll find each other. There's a couple of unique things that our team does, with Steph that he'll get used to quickly. But other than that, it's just basketball.
Speaking of Kristoffs, 5 fouls in the third quarter and then fouled out pretty quickly in the fourth. What do you sort of see from him there with the foul trouble?
Well, Şengün, went inside, and we were trying to guard him single coverage, so he got a couple fouls there. There was one, I think it was his fourth foul early in the half, that it was I think he grabbed Kevin on the rebound. That was the one that hurt because if he doesn't commit that foul, he doesn't get into foul trouble, and we're okay. So he knows that was one he's got to let go. It was just a long rebound. Kevin got it, and he grabbed his arm for his fourth foul. 2 free throws for Kevin. So, yeah, Kristoffs, it wasn't a great night for him, but Şengün's really tough matchup. And we got, another one in 2 days, so Kristoffs will be right back out there.
Steve, you talked right off the top about the belief you were back in the fight with Steph. Can you just further explain how palpable it feels with Steph and how he can kind of change the belief and the mood that you guys feel like?
Well, you could just hear it, right? And you can hear it with the crowd, and there's a different energy in the building, and there's a different confidence with our team. He just infuses the whole team with confidence, and again, being able to play off of him makes the game much easier for everyone else. So there's just a momentum and a confidence, and he's Steph Curry for a reason.
Going 11 deep tonight, I mean, how crucial is this last week here to fine-tune, rotations and combinations going into the play-in?
Yeah, well, we're hoping to get Al back. We'll see. He's not going to play Tuesday, but these next few days we'll ramp up his workouts and maybe some 3-on-3, and if we could get him back for a couple of games just for some rhythm and rotation stuff, then that'll be helpful. Cool. Thanks.